Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to more WWE 2k16 Universe Mode. My name is BrendenPlayz. This is NXT, and we're currently 2 weeks away from Survivor Series. And tonight on NXT, we are coming off a huge NXT Takeover special. If you did not check it out, make sure you do. It's on the channel, NXT Takeover number 2, where we had some big matches go down. This week on NXT, we have Alexa Bliss going one-on-one with Asuka. We have the Vaudevillains in action against the Revival, Dash and Dawson. Should be a good contest between those two teams. And we have the first of our two number one contender matchups. Andrade and Almas goes one-on-one with Hideo Itami, both men getting a victory at NXT Takeover, so we'll see who can get the victory here tonight. Bayley looks to bounce back after losing her Women's Championship at Takeover. She'll go one-on-one with Summer Rae, who's coming down for the evening. And Kota Ibushi will go one-on-one with Austin Aries, the second of our two number one contender matches. We'll talk more about that in a moment. Both men looking for a big win. Ibushi unable to get the win at TakeOver, but he's looking to bounce back here tonight against, well, the greatest man to ever live, Austin Aries, Ibushi. And we are in a bit of a transition phase in NXT. We'll talk more about that in a moment. But anyways, Alexa Bliss gets the win over Asuka. Probably an upset win, I would have to say. The Revival get the win over the Vaudevillains. And Bayley versus Summer Rae. Bayley gets a nice bounce back victory. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Andrade and Almas in action here tonight with Hideo Itami. So what will happen in these two matches we have for you guys here tonight? The winner of both matches will meet each other next week one-on-one, and the winner will go on to take on the glorious one, Bobby Roode, our new NXT champion, at a later date for the NXT Championship. And I said a moment ago, we are in a bit of a transitional phase here at NXT. A couple of big names have just recently left NXT and have kind of moved on, so there's an opportunity for a number of these newcomers, such as Andrade, to step in here and take over that spot and really go on to bigger and better things. A big opportunity for this man as well, Hideo Itami, who has been good without being great. But at TakeOver, what a match he had with Kota Ibushi. He had to really work hard for it. And he finally got that victory that he's been looking for, that big win he's been looking for to get himself going here. And tonight, if he can go back-to-back wins, that will get him right near that NXT Championship. He'll just be one more win away. Itami's been very impressive over the last few months, and as we said, he's been good without being great, and we say that because he's had so many chances to win that championship and go on to really become the face of NXT. He's come so close, but yet just so far. But to be honest, he's had some really hard competition, the likes of AJ Styles being champion for such a long period of time. Itami, back and forth rivalry between he and Styles, couldn't get it done, and then having to deal with the likes of Samoa Joe, Baron Corbin, as well as Apollo Crews. So here we go right now. We have Andrade and Almas versus Hideo Itami. So a few opportunities. Two guys in Austin Aries and Hideo Itami who have been in NXT for a while now, doing very well. And two brand newcomers in Cien Almas and, of course, Kota Ibushi. An opportunity for both men to see what they can do here tonight and see if they can actually go on to perhaps they'll even meet each other in the next round of this mini tournament, I guess we could say. This little contest we've got going on here. But perhaps they could meet each other for an opportunity at the NXT Championship down the line. Almas, I mean, I think we could all agree the match of the night at NXT Takeover 2 was definitely Almas versus Ricochet. Ricochet was absolutely unbelievable. The performance he put in was terrific, fantastic. You guys were all raving about how well he performed, and many of you guys screaming, give him a contract. Ricochet deserves a contract, and I definitely agree. Oh, look at that from Almas! Well, a bit of coast-to-coast action there. He somehow springed off the second and landed on the other side of the ring, and now turned into a bomb as well. And he has had a great start here, really trying to impress and prove to all of us that he does deserve that contract that he won at TakeOver. Of course, he had to defeat Ricochet in that match to earn his contract, and he managed to do so. So now Almas has a huge opportunity here to continue that momentum and turn that into potentially a not just a contract, but a championship down the line. And that is a big opportunity for him. But like you said, Ricochet was incredible on that occasion. He was just pulling out all the moves that we've never seen before. He was absolutely fantastic. And many of you guys want him to get that contract. Unfortunately, he won't have that opportunity. Almas took that chance from him. He won the contract. And now Ricochet will have to go back to the drawing board and perhaps try and get his opportunity at another date. But at the moment, Almas looking to make his statement here in NXT. A hot start from him already. Itami has to kind of work his way back into this one. Oh! Again off the ringside barricade. Later on tonight, Ibushi and Aries. So the winner of this one will take on that winner of that match. So there's be a tough competition no matter what. Who does walk out of this matchup will have a tough opponent to come up against next up. We could see another rematch between Ibushi and Itami. They met at TakeOver. Hideo Itami put Ibushi away, and many of us probably believe that Itami might not be able to beat Ibushi. Ibushi, a bit of momentum. He won a contract not too long ago, and I think we all kind of thought that perhaps TakeOver could be his big opportunity to really show us what he can do. He didn't get the win. He came very close, though, but just not good enough on that occasion. But he does have an opportunity again tonight here against Aries. So we'll see if he can bounce back. But right now, it is Itami looking to continue on his momentum and hanging up Almas on the ropes there. So Andrade is going to try and get himself out of this situation as, the leg being snapped down there by Itami. Almost back to his feet. So we are in a bit of a transitional phase here at NXT, like we said. You know, like we said, it's going to have a lot of opportunities for some newcomers to come in. And some guys like Hideo Itami who failed to really get the wins, they have a chance to prosper as a brainbuster there by Itami. So there'll be a lot of new names coming and going as well. Expect to see a lot more new names coming in over the coming months here at NXT. Lots of contract opportunities will be coming around as Almas tries to put Itami away. Can't quite do it the count of two. There's going to be a lot of opportunities for many superstars to come in here and really make a major impact here at NXT. So we'll be very exciting times here at NXT with so many different names coming in. We've already seen the likes of Bobby Roode. He came in and made a major impact right from the get-go as he's kicked off the ropes there, of the apron I should say. Down he goes. And Itami taken to the outside with a beautiful drop kick there. Standing drop kick by Andrade CN. Almas as he sends Itami down as well. Andrade, he's just, I guess, the quintessential example of the newcomer coming in. I mean, already getting an opportunity perhaps to become a number one contender as he drops the leg. And that's a major start to his NXT career. Obviously, has had many success competing in Mexico, now trying to make it here in the States, and you know he's got a real big opportunity for him here to try and do so. But he's going to have to beat the very best of the best here at NXT, and our NXT General Manager Shawn Michaels obviously sees something in the man, obviously believes he does have the potential to go on to become an NXT champion at one point, giving him this huge opportunity here against Itami, and potentially at the NXT champion down the line if he can go all the way. Itami now in the corner, and Almas, look out here, off the ropes, and hits the Hurricane Rana. Nicely executed there by Almas. A chance now to turn this into a cover, and potentially the 3 count for the win. A little late there, wasted some time, but he's going for it. But he can't quite get it done, as once again Itami able to kick out at 2, and is the frustration now setting in for Almas. We'll have to wait and see, but right now Itami trying to bounce back. Some stiff knees right to Almas. Now he's patented strikes. Here they come. These deadly kicks now by Itami right into the guts of Almas and takes him down. A chance now. Drags him into the middle of the ring. Trying to put him away right now. Is this enough to beat Almas? No. That right shoulder is up. And Itami not going to get the win just yet. But he is starting to set him up for something big to come, perhaps. This is good by Itami. And look out! This might be even better from Itami! Here it comes! GTS! Go to sleep! Itami nails his best shot on Almas. But Almas still finds a way to kick out at 2. The shoulder is up, and he stays in it. And a near fall for Itami. He can't believe it. Perhaps wasting just a fraction of time, and perhaps not doing enough to set him up. Whilst he hit the big move, the setup was okay at best. He needed to do a little bit more to Almas, and Itami will pay the price. But a chance now to capitalize on this recent momentum. Some close lines now by Itami. Grabs the hold of the leg, sweeps Almas off of his feet, and Itami's fired up and raring to go here. The momentum is certainly on his side. He has a chance now to really put Almas away. Some strikes again. These are deadly. Itami again giving everything he's got behind these strikes. How much more can Almas take before it'll be too much for him? Itami now drags him back into the middle of the ring. Almas trying to barely hang on. Can he do it? Yes, he can. And that right shoulder again. Jeez, he's been able to get that one up a few times. Just in the nick of time again. Keeps this one alive. Almas finally gets some offense in with the right hand of his own. Look out. Itami. A snap DDT. Drilling Almas into the ring. And now Almas trying to get the takedown and trying to continue his battle here. He's really battling right now to try and just do anything to stay in this. Itami's really looked good in the last few minutes. Almas has been struggling for any offense. Almas needs to probably try and slow things down. That's what he's going to try and do here with that side headlock. Going to try and slow things down. But Itami's not going to really let him do it. If he can slow things down, that might just be able to halt Itami's momentum for the time being. But he hasn't really been able to stop Itami. These strikes again by Itami. They're coming again. They're deadly. And he's still managing to strike Almas with ease. Down to one knee. Has he got enough to get to the pinfall? Here it comes. The referee trying to get in position. Has there been too much time wasted? Yes. This time he had to full-on kick out with everything he had left. Almas just barely hanging on. Itami, though, just can't quite get it done. I thought he was going to miss that drop kick, but in the end, changed gears and was able to kind of connect there. Not as well as he would have liked, but still enough to keep Itami down. Picks up Itami, plants him down. A chance now for Almas. Pressing down on top of Itami. This could be it here. But Itami gets that shoulder up comfortably. Keeps this one alive. Almas can't believe it. Thought perhaps he was able to sneak through and steal this victory. But he's just barely lucky, I think, to stay in it. I thought this one would be over by now. Itami hasn't been able to put him away. How much longer can Itami really waste here? You know, any more time that he wastes without putting Almas away will give Almas the upper hand. All these best maneuvers by Itami, if they don't come to a victory, if it doesn't lead to a victory, then Almas will continue to gain confidence and Itami will begin to doubt himself and will certainly leave him exposed and an opportunity for Almas to take advantage. And right now, that's exactly what Almas is doing. He's really got control of this match now. After a long period of time of struggling, he's been able to work his way back into it. A strike there by Itami with the elbow. Now look out. Oh, swept up his feet again. Couldn't quite hold onto it and keep the shoulders down to turn that into a possible pinning predicament. But instead now, looking to get Itami up to his feet. Almas now looking to capitalize. Itami in trouble. Look out, rolls through, grabs a hold of him, slams him down with a powerbomb. And, whoa, that's Ricochet. What's he doing here? Ricochet doesn't work for NXT. He didn't get a contract, but he's come through the crowd here and pointing at Almas saying, look out, turn around from behind. Itami back to his feet. Almas distracted by Ricochet. And Itami capitalizing with a GTS. Gets straight into the cover. And Almas distracted. And it will cost him the match. Hideo Itami steals the win. Arguably deserved it. But he nearly lost it in the end. But the distraction by Ricochet helps Almas lose this one and secures the victory for Itami, who will now meet the winner of Ibushi and Aries next week to determine the number one contender for the NXT Championship. Almas was good. There was a period of time where he struggled, but he managed to fight back and nearly take the win. But at the end of the day, Itami able to hit the GTS and secure his win here tonight. Almas, I don't think he can really believe it, honestly. I mean, I don't know why or how Ricochet got in here. I guess he got through the crowd or something like that. But he came in here and distracting Almas, and now Almas, I'm sure, will want a bit of revenge. Ricochet obviously didn't earn the contract, didn't get the big money deal that Almas got from winning that match, and I guess the jealousy and frustration got the better of him, decided to come here tonight and make sure that he extracted his revenge on Almas, making sure that Almas is not going to advance and get that opportunity for the NXT Championship. Itami wins, and Almas, I think, has a score to settle still with Ricochet. I don't think this is the last we've seen of Ricochet as of yet. But right now, Itami back on top here in NXT. Is he finally going to win the NXT Championship? He's got one more match to win, then he will get his shot. Right now, we'll move on to our next one. It is Austin Aries versus Kota Ibushi. Time for our next matchup. It'll be Kota Ibushi versus Austin Aries. And Kota Ibushi looking to bounce back after his loss at TakeOver against the man who just won his match, Hideo Itami. But plenty to like about Kota Ibushi. He's really impressed us in his short period of time here in NXT. He's come here and really made a big impact already. And I think he's got all the potential in the world to really become a major star here in NXT. Coming from Japan, obviously, and had plenty of success over in Japan, winning championships there. Now trying to come here to the States and really begin his journey to becoming a mega star and trying to become a world champion someday here in the WWE. Kota Ibushi won a contract just a few weeks ago and already gets himself an opportunity potentially to become the number one contender for the NXT Championship. Might be a little bit fortunate to be in this situation, but obviously our general manager Shawn Michaels sees something major in him and wants to give him this big opportunity to prove himself. And if he can win here, well, you just might find that a new star will be born. This man, though, how good is he? Austin Aries. He is very, very good at what he does. And he himself is a little like Hideo Itami. He's had to kind of wait his time a little bit. With the likes of Samoa Joe, AJ Styles, Apollo Crews, all these superstars have kind of, I guess you could say, hogged the spotlight a little bit here at NXT. They've been in control of that. But obviously Apollo Crews has had his opportunities, he's failed. And now Samoa Joe and AJ Styles have both moved up to the main roster. It has opened up a lot of doors here for Austin Aries to come here and really make NXT his own. Bobby Roode's done that. He basically took it for himself. And Hideo Itami's looking to do the same, and now Austin Aries has a chance to do so as well, trying to beat the newcomer here in Kota Ibushi. Austin Aries, this is his chance. This is his best opportunity that he's ever had to really make the big impact he's been looking to try and make here in NXT. He's just been floundering around a little bit, waiting and waiting and waiting. Now this is his time to strike. This is his chance to really become a champion at some point here in NXT. He's got Bobby Roode to get through for the title, and obviously Hideo Itami if he can win this one as well. So it won't be easy for Aries, but this is his chance. We know he's good enough to be a champion at some point. We know he's good enough to be the headliner, the star here in NXT that he wants to be. We know he could get there, but he just hasn't had the opportunities as of yet, and now he finally gets the one he's been looking for. Sweeping Ibushi off his feet. And Ibushi, I think we kind of saw a little bit of nerves at TakeOver. I think Ibushi was good, but he just struggled to put Itami away. And I think it was a matter of nerves. Ibushi not really able to string together a lot of great moments, a lot of momentum. He couldn't quite hang on to it. He just couldn't quite secure the win. And I think Ibushi might just be a little bit nervous because it was his first TakeOver special, his biggest match here in NXT after just a couple weeks of being on the roster after winning a contract. You know, you go into a big match against Hideo Itami, an opponent he didn't have any time to prepare for. That's also very difficult as well. It was a surprise opponent for him. So Ibushi had no idea who was coming up against him. and that makes it very, very difficult as well, especially making it, only, a couple matches into your NXT career. It's quite difficult to kind of turn up and just get the win on that big occasion, especially against someone like Hideo Itami, who's been here for a lot longer and has participated in a lot bigger matches as well, as he hits the powerbomb there on Aries. Looks to pick him up again, might be looking for it one more time. Grabs a hold of Aries and decides to try for the elbow strike. Aries having none of it, hits the counter with the knee. So Bobby Roode will be watching on, the glorious one, as we know. He is the NXT champion right now, beating AJ Styles. Pretty controversial matter, let's be honest, at TakeOver, where Finn Balor came out and distracted AJ Styles, basically costing Styles the championship. Roode able to take advantage, though, and hit the Roode bomb and picked up the victory and secured his place in history as the second ever NXT champion. So I think many of us are kind of still on the fence about how good Bobby Roode is right now. I guess didn't get the win that he would have been looking for at TakeOver, the 100% no doubt about it type of victory. He didn't quite get that. I think we all were hoping Bobby Roode would beat AJ Styles in that kind of matter, but unfortunately didn't get the win like that. With Finn Balor coming out, obviously Bobby Roode had no idea that was going to happen. So Roode still has a bit of a cloud around him, a bit of a question mark around him. So now whoever does come up against him next, if Bobby Roode doesn't beat them, then I guess many will start to believe that he didn't deserve to be the champion to begin with. So Bobby Roode will have certainly a lot of pressure on him in the coming weeks, and if he can get some victories over some of the top tier names here at NXT, that will certainly boost his confidence. Let's be fair though, he did beat Apollo Crews, who without a doubt has been one of the very best here in NXT. So there's a lot to like about Bobby Roode, but I think he's still got a little bit more to prove. He's only been around for a short period of time. Right now it's Aries coming after Ibushi. Aries trying to put Ibushi away. Turns Ibushi around. Look out. Trouble now for Ibushi. Picks him up. And face first down he goes. Right onto the gut. And that is a chance now for Austin Aries to take advantage. Trying to drag Ibushi into the middle of the ring. Making sure that the rope break cannot be enforced. The big strike to the gut there as well with the kick. Now Aries unable to put him away just yet though. And a little bit more work needs to be done. And a drop kick to the back there of Ibushi as well. Now Aries, what's he trying to plan here? He's trying to get to the top of the rope, but Ibushi back to his feet first. Aries can have to fly through, but he can't quite do it. And the kick there by Ibushi. But Aries, though, countering back. Here he comes! Oh, he attempted a fly with a kick there off the top, but Ibushi having none of it, able to get out of the way and evade. And now looks to take advantage of the mistake here by Austin Aries. So again, a high-profile situation for Ibushi. We'll see how he reacts here tonight. Obviously losing at TakeOver. Is he ready for this big match situation yet? Many believe he's got a little bit more work to do. Shawn Michaels, our general manager, has thrown him basically into the wolves. I mean, he's given him 2 major matches in such a short period of time. He's trying to justify the price tag that he had to pay to get Ibushi here. He's obviously paid a lot for Ibushi here, a Japanese star, to get him here on the roster. And he obviously wants Ibushi to kind of cash in and really show us what he can do. So he's pitting him up against the very best here in NXT, seeing how he copes and how he reacts. A loss against Itami, another loss here against Aries. I think that might make the GM start to doubt Ibushi a little bit, so Ibushi might need to try and pick up that victory as a sidewalk slam there by Aries. Whereas Austin Aries, I think Shawn Michaels has a bit of faith and a bit of trust in him that he can be a major star here in NXT. That's what Shawn Michaels is trying to find. He needs to replace the likes of Styles and Joe. He needs to replace those 2 men with 2 more major stars. Aries could be that name, or it could be Ibushi. Right now, Aries has Ibushi up, but a counter there by Ibushi. Aries trying to pick him up for the slam, unable to do so. Now Aries with a snapmare. Side headlock as well. We'll just try to slow things down, just regain his control in this one. Keeping the pressure on the throat region there of Ibushi. Trying to perhaps force a tap out of submission, trying to choke him out. Ibushi in this hole for a while now. He's going to try and get through here. So huge opportunity here in NXT. Like we said, transitional phase. One of these two men could be the next big thing here in NXT, and that's what we're fighting for. Not just the chance at the championship, but a chance to be a star here in NXT. And if you're a star here in NXT, your paycheck, it begins to increase. Sometimes it can even double. So a lot riding on this opportunity here. Is Aries now. Look out. 450 splash off the top rope. Hooks the leg. Could be it. Aries risking it all off the top. And Ibushi kicks out at 2. Aries, high risk maneuver. Hit the 450. Into the DDT. He risked it all. But unfortunately, wasn't able to pick up the win from it. Ibushi stays in it. And now a strike from Ibushi. Trying to fight back himself, and oh, look out. Another sidewalk slam, and Aries looks so he's a little bit spent here. I don't know if he's got enough in the tank to capitalize and try and get to the cover here and put Ibushi down. Aries back to his feet now. Striking Ibushi again. Look out, another DDT. Really trying to wear down the head of Ibushi. Probably to set him up for that brainbuster later on. And that spinning elbow. Spinning forearm, I should say. Some of the elbow hitting as well. But the hook of the leg and Ibushi. A late count there, a near fall. And Austin Aries, he knew it. He knew that was late. He knew that just barely Ibushi was able to kick out. Now it's another snap man by Ibushi trying to work his way back into it. He's got a headlock of his own. And Ibushi, I think he's in damage control right now. He is struggling a little bit. Austin Aries has gotten the better of him the last few moments of this one. And this is what happened against Hideo Itami. Ibushi looked good at patches, but then Itami just gained momentum, and Ibushi was unable to stop it from flourishing into a victory. This is the pressure now Ibushi will have on him. Now Ibushi, look out, hits the suplex there on Austin Aries. And look out, another slide, a bit of a baseball sliding kick into the head of Austin Aries. Headbutt there by Aries. And again, Aries, he had control, but unable to keep it going. Heads to the outside of the ring. I'm not sure what he had planned there. Maybe he thought about a weapon or something. I guess he knew that he'd get disqualified for it. Or maybe he was trying to bait Ibushi to go into the outside, but Ibushi was not coming at all. But whatever he was trying to do, it didn't work out for him. Now Ibushi, look out. Tornado DDT off the second rope. Well, Aries hit a few nice DDTs of his own. Ibushi returning the favor here into the cover, but still not enough to put the greatest man to ever live away. Austin Aries stays in this one. Aries back to his feet. Met there by Ibushi. Aries now. Huge elbow to Ibushi. Aries slowly getting to the corner. And now the knee into the head of Ibushi as well. So Aries really starting to get a bit of momentum here. Going to wear down Ibushi. Whenever Ibushi's starting to get going, Aries has been able to shut it down. That's the veteran instincts and the capabilities that Austin Aries possesses. He is truly a star here at NXT, ready to branch out and show us what he can do. But Ibushi's not giving up yet. Ibushi, Hurricane Runner off the top of the rope. Aries taken down. And what about that from Ibushi? That's the athleticism he possesses. Some of his best moves, but still Aries kicks out, and still Ibushi can't quite get the win to secure his place for a rematch against Itami next week. Ibushi with a suplex of his own. Can Ibushi get a win here? He would love a chance again at Itami to prove that he is better than him once and for all. Right hand here to Austin Aries, but he's not quite doing enough here. This is his chance. This is his moment to win the match right here, but he's not really doing anything. He's wasting this opportunity. Now he's coming after Aries, but Aries, he knows where the hell he is again, and now Aries has him up into the brainbuster. Into the brainbuster, and that is it. Austin Aries with the thunderous brainbuster, and no! Ibushi has kicked out at 2 and keeps this one alive. Well, how the hell did he do that? Aries now grabs him again. Up he goes. A second brainbuster. Surely he can't kick out a second time. Aries advances to Itami next week on NXT. Well, he had to earn it in the end, but Austin Aries picks up a massive victory here in NXT, perhaps the biggest in his career thus far here on NXT. Austin Aries puts Ibushi away, who fought hard, gave it his all, but at the end of the day, not quite enough to beat Aries. Back to the drawing board for Ibushi. An impressive start to his career, but a couple of major matches to test the waters to see if he's ready for the big time, and he might just need a little bit more refining, a little bit more work before he gets into the title picture. Shawn Michaels, our GM, testing the waters, and I would have to probably say it's been a bit of a failure, unfortunately, for Ibushi, but I'm sure in a few months' time, Ibushi will be ready for the big time again. An impressive performance, but Austin Aries just too good at the end of the day. Thunderous brainbuster, putting Ibushi down. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for joining us for the big episode here of Universe Mode. I apologize for the delay in this one. Took me a while. I do apologize, but more Universe Mode episodes are coming up very, very soon. Survivor Series will be next weekend. We're going to be very, very busy, so look out for more Universe Mode episodes coming very, very soon. Thanks guys for watching. Subscribe to see more. Leave a like on this video as well. And please do check me out on Twitter at BrendenPlayz. Check out the website as well, BrendenPlayz.com, for the entire Survivor Series match card. Thanks guys for watching. See you next video.